up, guys and gals? Me, Mudahar, and today, welcome to another episode of the podcast with your co-hosts, Oompaville and Nuxtaku. But beyond that, my fellow drinking buddy and guest for today, YourBudTevin. Feel free to introduce yourself, my man. Let's go.
Hey, well, I'm happy to be here. I get drunk way too often, so a sober video is a rare occurrence for me. I feel like I'm not going to know what to say, but I'm glad to be here.
Yo,
You're
we can
actually
make a
sober right
drinking
now,
game
for
out
real?
of this podcast. Every
Oh, we're
time
gonna
Caleb shows us his long gun, you have to drink. Every time we talk
I
about...
haven't done that in many episodes.
If you bring it out now, he has to take
I
it.
mean, I literally keep the.
Oh, hell yeah.
just in case I have a impromptu game.
So it's, yeah, I'm surprised you're doing this video sober, but then I realized it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We can't all be degenerates that early, can we?
5 o'clock somewhere. Let's get it.
I love it. See, that's the mentality I always use when I'm out there. Like if I'm out day drinking, I'm like, it's got to be like 11 somewhere, dude. It's got to be 10 o'clock. Someone's partying.
It's gotta
Come
be
on,
10
man.
in
a.m.
Australia.
somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. People are getting wasted in Australia right now, which, by the way, is the best country to get wasted in. Because I swear to God, people in Australia have like no alcohol tolerance. It's like, I think they're just not born with livers over there to even bother. Or I guess you could just buy a new one at Walmart over there.
You're going over that?
Motherfuckers.
Over Ireland?
Yeah, dude. Actually, I've never been to Ireland, but it's
Ireland, I would think they need to drink a ton to get drunk.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like that's a big ass stereotype. I'm sure Irish people don't get that wasted. Okay, like come on.
I
fair,
gotta find some Irish
but
people.
also, maybe. We'll get Jacksepticeye on here. We'll get him to drink.
I feel like he doesn't drink though. I feel like he actually does not get wasted.
Yeah.
I think he's afraid of his
I
own
feel like-
power.
I do have to say,
Yeah, I
Muda,
feel
that
like
was
it's
a
like-
nice, energetic, upbeat, wholesome intro. You can tell you've been off Twitter for like 5 days. It's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had to re-download it just last night because when I was playing Warzone, my buddy Kyle sent me like this Garfield tweet. You know, the first thing I saw into it was like because they basically like went on. It's like John is a blank. And of course, it's Twitter, so it's like John is a pedophile. So it's just like the most degenerate tweets right after. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude! Why give your fan base that much power to begin with, dude? Like, you could be Blue's Clues or like 18 plus snuff shit. People are still gonna generate the one thing. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, it's I don't know, man. Like the last few weeks, the trends have all been political, so I just can't. It's like mentally like infuriating.
Well,
like I have to
most
go
of
and
the
sign on, and
trends.
it's like. Yeah, it's like, dude, you sign on and it's like every day new sexual allegation or something.
That's
I'm like,
not
oh,
true.
fuck,
There was
I'm outta
amazing
here, dude.
news
Yeah.
this week that trended on Twitter. Chris Chan escaped from prison. That was trending on Twitter.
Oh my god, I
Okay.
saw that. That was a wild. When I saw that, I was like, I actually believed it. I'm like, this is so outlandish. It could be true. Like maybe in
Yeah.
Virginia, they jumped out of the window and
Dude,
called
it
it.
happens up there, man. It happens.
Shawshank
We're in the
Redemption
Weasel
shit.
timeline still. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, the Weasel
Oh my god, the
timeline.
Weasel timeline. Holy sh! The fact that that's an actual conspiracy on Facebook. That's why I deleted Facebook first out of anything, because it's like when you find people unironically believing time travel shit, it's like I'm out of here. Like this is a little too far for me. Like it's a little too like there's people who believe flat Earth on that shit, man, and it's like this. It's like the one thing that I still don't understand. Devin, you know flat Earth stuff.
Yeah.
You know
what
flat
the hell's
Earth in
the
real life?
Weasel timeline, though?
Oh, baby.
Tell 'em,
All
Buddha.
right. All right. So, you know the Hydra Collider or whatever? Like
Yeah.
the large
Hadron
Hadron
Collider?
Collider? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is drink worthy. You should take a drink every time you have
Yeah,
to explain
you
the
actually
Weasel
should,
timeline.
you actually should be fucking wasted for this
Can
one.
I do it? Can I do it on the?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, dude, what are we going to get age restricted?
We're getting age restricted anyway. All our videos are getting age
have
restricted.
fun, dude. Go
Half of them
for
are
it.
blasted. We've been doing the age restriction
I don't know
challenge
if you had
long
like a
before
sponsor or
Markiplier.
something. I can like show the face or something.
No, it's what are our sponsors going to say? Dude, I mix booze with G Fuel all the time.
All
They
right,
don't
well, hey,
care.
we're in there. All right, I'm nice and loose.
But so you got the Large Hadron Collider at CERN, right? Now there's people that legitimately believe that because animals fly in and die all the time. Okay, like birds fly into this thing and die because I guess it has like an affinity. So at some point there was a weasel a few years ago that went in, bit the cables, and fried and died. Okay, like boom. People believe because of this weasel, we have dimensionally shifted into an alternate timeline where COVID happened. By the way, that's medical. We do not endorse medical misinformation. Okay, no.
Of course not, yeah.
Yeah, Donald Trump got elected, and all the bad things in the world happened because of that one
Dr. Disrespect got banned on Twitch because of it.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect got banned because of Twitch.
I'm gonna need a lot more for what you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just-
dude, you're
Get
gonna
it,
need
dude.
the, half the
You have a
bottle.
Camelback? Put a Camelback on your just full of booze.
You have to IV drip that into your body at this point.
I'm gonna need that absinthe
yeah,
you had earlier. That's a nightmare. No, like I've been on Facebook. I literally only get on Facebook to like tell my mom and grandma like happy birthday and do all the performative shit so that everybody sees that I love them. Other than that, you can't find me on there because I'm from Kansas. I don't know if I'm from Kansas where it's like all that stuff is like commonplace. That just sounds like a regular Tuesday for us.
Kansas is a pretty big step up down in Austin now, moving on from Kansas to like someplace more livelier, I'd say.
I'm not used to people being so mean. Like the weird thing about like Kansas to like New York or Texas is so weird because it's like complete flip flop where it's like the people are polite on the surface, but just don't try to figure out anything else about them because you find out they're the most evil people on the planet. Versus like you come down to Texas or New York and it's like you have like 2 seconds to get anything done and it's all fuck yous, but like on the inside they like help you change a tire and shit. Like it's like it's super weird.
A rough outer shell.
Yeah. No, they got a hard of gold rough outer shell, but in Kansas, like they'll pay for like your gas coffee in the morning and then call you the N-word on your way out. You're like, oh, this is great. This is a wonderful place to live.
I saw a guy yesterday. We were going somewhere. I think we were getting coffee, and he had a big, huge mustache, and he was old, and he was like waddling. And he looked at me and went. He was like waddling, and he just frowned at me. And I just wave at people like I'm just like I try to be really nice. I try to be non-confrontational, and I just like waved at him, and he went, and then just kept on walking as if like I just like broke him out of his old man shell for a split second, and he kept waddling by. It was awesome.
You put life back into him for a minute.
You met Yosemite Sam.
Back into the bit.
Yeah, that's who you reminded me of, Yosemite Sam.
You reminded me of the diabetes guy for a minute. I'm like, the way you just literally described him, I'm like, I thought it was literally that guy.
Yeah, it's basically who it was. What's that guy's name?
I forget his name. He was like an actor, wasn't he?
Guy. Old guy with mustache and diabetes.
Well,
he's in Big Trouble in Little China. I know that.
Wait, really?
Yeah, when he was young.
Oh, okay, all right. That's why I didn't recognize him. No, but when it comes to like New Yorkers, like the way you just described them, is it fucked up that I found more New York type people in California versus just New York as well? Like every time.
Well, to be fair, you go during like Comic-Con and stuff. Like you go during events where all the New Yorkers flock to California.
Getting transplants.
No, even just like outside. Like I'm driving on. I had like the weirdest experience. I could be driving on like Sunset or something, and I'll find like literal assholes. Like I could get into a street argument in a fucking car with somebody else, and then we'll just switch to like the weather. Like, hey, all right, you fucking asshole, which way is it to like the Stapleton? And then like give me directions and shit, dude. Like the most hostile argument that I've ever had. Like the most friendly hostile argument I'll ever describe to. But then again, that city is also like. The problem is with like California is like it's a 1-to-1 of like human being to crackhead, you know? So it's like you have a 50% chance of getting stabbed in an argument. So it's like, you know, it's
true. Although I was in New York. I was on a date and I was driving and like the Google Maps said turn right or whatever, or it was talking in kilometers, you know, because I'm Canadian. And my date kept saying, like, kilometers is so stupid. It should go with miles. It should just agree with America. America's awesome. Like, whole rant, even though miles makes no sense. And the Google Map says turn right. And she points to turn right. And I turn left. And she says, why are you turning left? I said, oh, in Canada, rights and lefts are switched, you know. He's like, oh, okay.
Oh, dude, that is so cute. Oh my god! No, I fucking hate miles when I come to your guys' country, man. I'll be honest. When I get into the fucking car and it's like, oh, this place is only 3 miles away, and I'm like, oh shit, that's not too far. And then because I put it in kilometers in my head, I'm like, it's got to be like a couple minutes. Oh fuck no! And then you factor in all the shitty traffic, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm fucked for a few 20, 30 minutes at this point. Shit.
Yeah, that's the only one I don't understand is miles. Like Fahrenheit kind of makes sense where it's like. 100 degrees is hot.
No.
That's when it's hot for you. Where it's like 100 degrees Celsius is boiling.
It makes no sense.
No, because
I feel like Fahrenheit makes less sense than miles.
Celsius 0 degrees is freezing. 100 degrees is boiling. That makes more
sense
than minus 32 and 212. Okay.
Well, that makes sense.
Minus 32.
But like
What?
Fahrenheit is designed for humans, so it's like 0
Oh,
degrees,
32.
you're cold. 100 degrees, you're really hot. Like where it's like, if I went to Canada and it was like, oh, it's like 31 degrees Celsius, I'd be like, man, that's gonna be really cold. I need like a full thing. And I went outside and it's like, oh my god, what
You're like,
the
oh
fuck
fuck,
is
I'm
this?
boiling.
Gotta cook an egg on the sidewalk.
Well, see, this is where I fundamentally disagree. So when I go to the States and I'm driving in a car, right, and like, you know how you can fuck with the temperature settings?
Yeah.
You know what freaks me the fuck out? When I get into the car and it's like setting it to 74, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna fucking, I think I'm gonna die. What
You're
the
gonna
fuck?
combust.
Yeah. Like I remember like in my buddy's car, I was like, he had like the little like AC console, and I was like turning it down, and it wouldn't go below 68. Like once I hit 68, it was
You're
like
like,
low.
No.
Yeah, like I go to
It's gonna be like that
68.
scene from Terminator when Sarah Connor's at the fence and the nuke goes off and she's like, and gets blown
Dude,
away.
that's how I felt, because I'm this fucking moron. I'm like going after. I'm like after 68, it's like low. I'm like, what? How does that low?
Bro,
It's
that's
still
some
fine.
weasel timeline shit, bro. That's...
Also, just for clarification too, I conflated Big Trouble in Little China with The Thing. Both have Kurt Russell. Wilford Brimley was in The Thing, not Big Trouble in Little China, I
Okay.
believe.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like,
It's coming back to me now, yeah.
dude, Kurt Russell
Yeah.
is so great.
Latest.
God damn
I
it.
fucking love Kurt Russell.
See, that era of movies will never happen again, dude.
He's my
can't
favorite
stand
actor.
shit now. Dude,
He's
movies
awesome.
nowadays, I can't. I don't know about you guys, but I'm done with that MCU shit, dude.
Dude,
Every time there's
movies suck. They literally
Oh.
do. I haven't seen a good movie in a long time, except for
Moonfall.
Zootopia.
Zootopia.
Yo, Moonfall's
Zootopia's a
fucking
banger,
base, though.
bro.
It's
a
a
banger.
did
Take
it.
it.
It's fucking slaps hard, dude.
It actually
Madagascar
does.
is pretty fucking sick too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
shit. Sometimes I get wasted and I watch Cars, so you know,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
yeah, it happens from
Bro,
time to time.
Zootopia is
Jordan
great.
Peele doing all right. Nice movies.
Yeah, his movies are pretty. I know his recent one came out. I didn't watch it, but I saw Logan Paul tweet about it. He like made a fucking review, like a 28 long
Yeah.
documentary thread.
No, I liked
I was
it.
like, huh?
I'm not like
Yeah. No,
a critic though. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
super like if I like it, I go, it was good. I like the movie.
Yeah, that's how I am. Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
If I don't like it,
yeah,
I'm like,
if
I don't know what it was.
Although
I just
right
didn't
now,
like it.
what's it called? The show House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones prequel thing, is actually pretty great so far. 2 episodes in.
is it?
Yeah.
I want to watch it. Yeah,
I've not
that's
started
cool.
it.
Have you guys seen the Terminal List?
No.
no,
Nope.
but that's the Amazon
Dude.
Prime one. That's like the yeah.
It's awesome. If like you like playing first person shooters and any sort of militaristic stuff, it's fucking good, and it's so realistic too. Like there isn't anything in it where I'm like, man, that's fake, and it's
Dude,
still epic though.
I'll watch it, but like when it comes to realism,
Bro.
I am the biggest about that. Like
This is the
show-
most. Yeah, I'm literally an autist when it comes.
Yeah.
Like I don't like Halo because some stuff is unrealistic, or like I'll see something and I'm like that wouldn't fucking work, and then it breaks the immersion for me immediately. That show is insane. There's one particular scene involving a bomb that is like, that's fucking awesome when they do it. It's so good, and critics hated it. I don't even understand why.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I thought it was because it like showcase guns and people are scared of guns or
Yeah,
something.
just Chris Pratt's in it. Probably
Yeah.
that's probably why.
Oh,
Wait, why is Chris-
yeah. Okay, now I know. what
Wait,
you're
if Chris
talking about.
Pratt's in something, why is that bad? What happens?
Everybody
if
hates Chris Pratt, man. Critics hate Chris Pratt.
Why? I love him. He's so cool.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Dude,
Jurassic World.
He's supposed to be fucking Mario, isn't
He's
he?
probably doing the Mario voice in the show.
Did you guys
and
know
shit.
Mario was a pedophile?
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
Fucking with me. This is some fucking Twitter meme.
Yeah,
What?
This is a Twitter
No, bro.
meme.
He's 45. You know how old Peach was when they first met?
Don't say 12.
Don't.
Don't do
At
it.
most 16.
Okay,
Well,
but
in
what
Japan,
Japanese prefecture
isn't
was it
that
in?
I don't care. Still pedophilia.
Yeah, it's still
Well, she
fucking
had
weird.
to choose between that and bestiality with a gorilla. So
Yeah, dude.
she
you know
didn't
where
have,
this
she didn't
comes
have a lot
from?
of pull.
I went to a movie and game store, like a local little shitty used movie and game store, and the guy looked like he worked at a used movie and game store. No offense, and it's a very small town that I'm into. We go in there, and he's like, "You hear about the new Mario rumors?" And I was like, "No, what happened?" And he's like,
Give me
"Mario with
1
45
minute.
and Pete. What's that?"
Give me just 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, Mario with 45 and Peach with 10.
10.
And I was like, bro, what the fuck? And then he just kept talking about that for a while, and I was like, man, you're freaking me out here. You're talking about this crazy shit, and I'm trying to like look at PlayStation 1s and stuff. I don't want to talk about Mario being an old creep. And then he's like, Luigi, he was in his late 40s too, and Daisy was only 19. I was like, bro.
I need some official.
And then he said exactly what you said, how Peach's other choice was Bowser. Doesn't matter how old he is, that's just bestiality. And I was like, bro, would you leave me the fuck alone?
Well,
what is going on right now?
Clearly didn't see the Bowser gender bend memes on Twitter, okay?
That guy's clearly hyperfixated on pedophilia.
That
and
guy
it's
is
freaking me out.
clearly on Twitter.
I didn't see
Yeah.
one. I need one Nintendo official age recognition with the stamp of approval. Like, I'm not believing shit some guy told. It's like what that Twitter meme was like. What's your source? I made it up. Like that's the shit that sounds like.
Source, trust me, bro.
Yeah, just trust me, man.
He did say that the creator of Mario confirmed it.
What?
So that's also could be absolute bullshit.
He talked to him
Let's
himself.
see. You probably never realized when you were a young whippersnapper just trying to. This is from Lad Bible, which is like a.
Oh,
Like
you're bringing Lad Bible into
It
it?
was total.
I mean,
frat
yeah.
move.
What's the other source? Do you think she's not a child? She looks like a child.
No, I think it's my only trusted source for this is fucking MattPat. Okay, like that
Yes.
motherfucker knows how to game. Yeah, get out of here. MattPat
Funny
is the only
story.
source for video gaming
Speaking of
news for me.
MattPat, did you know that MattPat made an entire video measuring the size of Luigi's penis?
Yeah.
True
I get
story, he did
reminded
that.
Wait, what?
way
No,
too-
wait,
I
no,
get
he did-
reminded way
Full
too
video,
frequently of
swear
this
to God.
video.
I feel like you guys are fucking with. There's
No,
no
that's
way
very
he
real.
did that.
That's very
Real,
real.
true story. True story.
Yeah.
He really did that. I could send you a link.
I'm gonna actually Google the word MattPat measuring penis.
And then I think
Luigi,
he said it was like
specifically
kind of
Luigi.
small, which is.
Oh my god,
hate
you guys
to
are
see
right.
it.
Yeah, of course we're right.
You guys are actually right.
This is
You
Matt
think we
Pat.
would lie about some shit like that? Put
This
our
is
reputations
real,
on the
okay?
line like
I
that?
wouldn't lie about Matt Pat. He's a man that's never seen porn. Okay, I respect.
Dude, this is the original like age restriction challenge. Holy shit, MattPat's fucking pioneer. God damn.
He's doing it for Corey.
There's no way, dude. Oh my god, how did I like move away? How did I like actually like? This is amazing, dude. I love MattPat more and more every day. Like this guy doesn't watch porn. This dude measures the penises of Luigi. Like,
Oh, speaking of Peach and Mario, there is a great clip of Matt Pat where he says that math is even sexier than lollies.
dude, he's like, I think he's got like that. He's got that meme mind ready to go. He's a fucking boss when it comes to that. Holy shit. Well, that's why. Dude, he should be. Dude, this is like, what does he do? Like, I thought I stopped watching him when he started doing Five Nights at Freddy shit, and I was like, well, I guess I'm over the age of 7, so this isn't really for me. But like, shit, this is fucking amazing. If you did more of this, I'd be a MattPat viewer every day. Shit.
I don't think
Yeah.
I think that was the last
speaking
video I watched.
of terrible shows, Tevin recently made a video watching Ghost Stories as a drinking game.
Yeah.
Ghost.
was,
How was that experience, sir?
Well, I mean, to anybody who doesn't know about Ghost Stories, the dub specifically, the show was like so
Bad.
poorly received in Japan that when they got the dub, they didn't get any kind of direction. And so they're like, what's the worst shit we could possibly make and say and still make it a plot? And so just watching it sober, you'd feel like you were drunk.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like not
There's
a
some good
single
lines in there.
episode that's not.
Explain why this show is shit, because I think Ghost Stories, and I'm full ready to watch it. Okay, I'm ready. I love ghosts.
Okay, so it's this anime. It's an anime about these little kids who are hunting ghosts in their school. Okay, and every episode there's another ghost or whatever, and it's cringe a little bit. But the dub turned it into a masterpiece
Wait, like,
with
Yeah,
banger
it's,
lines
okay.
like "We only bully him because he's Jewish," and other banger lines like I'm
What?
sad I'm not sad because my mom died. I'm sad because my pajamas are gay. And there are other good lines in there, like famous one. Oh, this is a good one. So there's this girl. She has this pet rabbit that gets possessed by a ghost or whatever, and she says to the rabbit ghost monster that's trying to attack her, "I'm so sorry. We can never be. Not
Mhm.
because you're a rabbit, but because you're black."
what the fuck? Wait,
Like, there are
did
lines
this
like
air
in
on
every
television?
episode. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a brilliant. I'm so happy it exists.
Who
It's so
financed
bad.
this? The clan? Like, what the?
I think it was like Funimation. Like it was one of the actual like anime dub studios.
Yeah, I think it was right before Naruto was made. It was the same company that made Naruto. Right before that, they did the dub for Ghost Stories.
Was it before Naruto? I don't know. It was around that time period, and they knocked it out of the park.
I want to make a video on this now.
Bro.
I want to make a video on this dub. Actually, holy shit!
There's an interesting story behind it. They got a bunch of voice actors, and they were like, "All right, this is gonna bomb, so let's make something memorable." And then they went ahead and made the worst show of all time.
I think almost all of the voice actors are on Haikyuu now. Like all of the dub voice actors actually do the dub for Haikyuu. Yeah, actually, like not a joke. They're on Haikyuu now.
There are like really famous voice actors in there.
So wait,
like it's the actual studio that dubs like all the big anime.
It's kind of crazy how you can make that dub and still get away with it and have a career afterwards. What the?
I don't know how the studio hasn't been canceled.
You know what that sounds like? It's like if you took Arthur and like you started like you dubbed it in like Iran or something to be anti-Semitic. You know what I mean? Like,
anti-Semitic is exactly what they show it. Like, there's not a single episode where like a new race or like ethnicity was not just completely destroyed. Almost every episode.
There's this one girl that it's just some random schoolgirl in the actual Japanese version, but in the dub they made her like this super preachy Christian girl. And like every time she says that this is almost as tragic as when my cousin didn't want to go to sexual conversion therapy or something like
aggressive shit.
It's really scary.
It like literally goes to 0 to 100 in a heartbeat. Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, but that's what it's like. Literally, it's like if you took Saudi. It's like if you took Arthur, moved it to Saudi Arabia, but just like gave it the anti-Semitic dub. Like Arthur comes home and the dad is like,
they already have
Jesus
Mickey
Christ,
Mouse, right? So Palestinian Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, that's the Palestinian Mickey Mouse or something. Do you know about that? Do you know about that?
Know, that sounds hard.
Okay, so this is how hard it is. So like it's an Iranian show, right? So they took Mickey Mouse and made Far 4, which is like their version of Mickey Mouse. Now it's a live action thing where they got the 2 kids. Now they're just sitting around playing Legos, right? Now in comes Iranian Mickey Mouse talking about how evil the state of Israel is, right?
What the fuck is going on?
No, legit, this motherfucker walks in like full on, like all that's missing from Mickey is the clan hood. Literally, this guy is like, you know that shit from Disney, how it's like Walt Disney did not like, the Jewish people or whatever. Like this is like Mickey, like Walt is looking from the heaven above. It's like, now this is the Mickey I wanted.
This is the correct interpretation.
Wait, is it? I don't know what they're doing. Live action, or did they like animate him?
No, it's live action. All live action. Dude comes out in a suit talking this shit to kids. yeah. So he walks out. Literally, I swear, Walt Disney would be like, I don't know what they're doing in Florida, but Iran's where my dreams lie.
What the fuck
That's
is
what's going on. Now, you know how they killed the character off in the show?
They killed the character off in the show?
They killed it off. They killed it off. So the storyline in the show for the little kids is the Israeli Defense Force can drone striked his ass out, and now Far 4 became I can't. I was like, dude, it was so I saw this back in 2009. Like these were videos that were uploaded to YouTube. I was like when I saw this, I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Like Mickey Mouse, so live action, probably a little YouTube poop back in the day. And I was like, oh shit, no, this is like hard as. They are really pushing some propaganda in this one. But yeah, it's surprising how a lot of people don't know that story. I've been wanting to make like a video on it, but it's like, man, how do I like? Because it's harder than ghost stories,
Yeah,
like it's
true.
There's not 10 seconds of this mouse that you can have on screen and not get striked is all.
The radicalization of Mickey Mouse is crazy.
Dude, this guy, by the way, this suit, the Mickey Mouse suit, is the most cheap looking suit you'll ever find too. It looks like it's like when you go to Mexico and they have like the Among Us
yeah. It's like the Pornhub cosplays,
It's like a old abandoned Chuck E. Cheese suit, animatronic suit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like one of the eyes is hanging out. Like it's decrepit. And the set itself, like I think the show was filmed like in the 2000s, but it looks like it was filmed in like 78 or some shit, like in a bomb bunker. Like it's just not. It's so decrepit, like it's like out of a scary story or some shit, you know, like you can watch it for 5 seconds and it looks like the Midnight Channel from like fucking Persona 4, you know, like shows up at like 5 a.m, all like decrepit and shit, like goddamn. Oh my Christ!
It's probably just a coffee pasta. Just one of those.
Probably, yeah, 100%. No, it's a.
That's funny as fuck.
That's what I love about like these like obscure ass shows. That's why like when I heard about this dub, like I'm glad you guys waited to tell like all of us this, because I don't know how Caleb feels, but like it hit me like a truck when you were like, "Hey, they took this kids show in Japan and just went full hardcore." Like,
oh yeah, no, that's great.
Let's just shit on every race we can for the English dub. Like that was a good idea.
It's
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Okay,
just based on
Ghost Stories.
The great thing is it's good. Like
that's all I hear is good things.
The animation at the time is like decent. It looks like a show that could have been made if it wasn't so absolutely shit. And then the dub just turned into a cult classic. It's worth watching just for fun.
What's the show called?
Ghost
Stories. Watch the English dub
and do the drinking game with it. You'll have a much better time.
I don't watch anime or drink.
Oh, you're gonna have the best time then.
You're gonna watch this. You're gonna watch this anime sober.
Dude, it's mega old. You could literally watch it on stream. You're not gonna get into trouble.
Yeah, I think the lawyers for this thing protecting it have also died. So you're fine.
And also, I don't think anyone wants their name attached to it. Like, you're gonna get copyrighted by someone. They're giving their seal of approval to this really, really scary show.
I know with anime, one of the reasons why I don't watch it myself is I think Canada ruined it for me. Like, my whole country ruined anime. Because what people don't understand is, like, so for us, we didn't have 4Kids and all this, like, anime, like, you know, direct channels in Canada. We had, like, YTV, which is, like, channel 25 back when I was a kid. And they had no, you probably know YTV.
Yeah,
I don't know if it aired near Quebec. Yeah, so like they used to have like shitty, like they took the shittiest animes from in Japan. I'm not even, and they brought them over with the worst dubs.
Bro,
I'll
tell you worse. I watched dubbed anime in French growing up. It was so bad.
Oh, you're
Yu-Gi-Oh! In
nasty.
French is so
You're
bad.
nasty.
I really hope it was translated into English first, then
I'm
French.
sure it was.
You just.
I'm sure it was.
Well, the funny thing is, so this show called Martin Mystery, which I thought was fucking ass growing up, bro. The funny thing is, I met the showrunner for that in college. So like in college, like in the showrunner, like this like lady who like told me that like she basically brought anime over from Japan to Canada. And like she was so proud of it. Like she's such a sweet lady, like super proud of this. Like you wouldn't even know that she was like working on this behind the scenes. But I guess it was like decades ago. I didn't have the heart to tell her that Martin Mystery was shit. But she was so proud of that show. So proud of it. Like it was her baby.
Just the most
I didn't have the heart to tell. Yeah, I didn't have. Yeah, she was like. I literally felt like the way she talked about it, she was about to breastfeed the like DVD for the show. I was like, oh, she is so happy. She's so proud of it.
What is?
And I didn't have the heart to tell her that it was. It was a really shitty anime detective show from back in the day. I could not even tell you the basic plot points anymore. All I know is the guy looked like he was out of 1986. That's all I can tell you. Like it was just a decrepitly terrible show. Like most anime that released in Canada. Like the only good one we had was like Card Captors that I remember from like it aired at like 6:00 p.m. and that was about it. Like it was the only one that got me interested. I know that we had like Sailor Moon, and I was a little kid back in the day, so I was like, I don't really understand the whole point of Sailor Moon. Like, what are they all like different planets? What's going on here?
This is stupid. We all know planets are fake.
Show. Oh,
Card Captors?
No,
Yeah,
Martin Mystery.
Yeah,
no,
it was
in the United States too, but it was not on at any kind of peak time. You had to be up at like 3 a.m. and they were just like, yeah, throw it on.
I know the one dude in there had like back problems, the Java guy or whatever, like the really weird fucking dude.
Oh, this is
crazy.
That
dude walked around like he had a crick in his back. I was like, shit, this motherfucker needs a Cairo.
Yeah, Ghost Stories also has back problems, single-handedly carrying the entire dubbing industry like it did.
That's impressive, dude. That is impressive. Yeah. Well, but what did you grow up with? Obviously not anime, but what did you grow up with? What cartoons did you have in old Virginia?
I watched Dragon Ball Z a lot. I guess that's an anime, right?
That is an
yes,
anime.
It is.
DBZ.
I never watched
abridged.
DBZ.
I've seen
I've
a
never
bridge.
watched the actual
Dude,
DBZ.
isn't it
Yeah.
sad? This is like YouTube copyright is so bad. DBZ Abridged is dead because of YouTube copyright. It's completely transformative content. There's hundreds of hours of work of writing and editing and voice acting in each episode of it on YouTube, and it's dead because of copyright.
What do you guys think about the age restriction stuff recently with Corey? Like, he got age restricted on his gameplay video, and nobody else really did. What do you guys think about that shit?
That's boogie.
I think it's pretty predictable.
Yeah.
YouTube kind of sucks, bro.
YouTube does kind of suck. I mean,
Yeah.
What about that Gideon over at Twitch?
Oh.
He
see,
made
that's
another
funny.
follow-up
Okay,
video.
that's funny. I feel
I
like
was
the
just on
Gideon-
another
but, like-
podcast about that.
Yeah, it's like my thing with Gideon. It's like, so he got a lifetime ban for what again? Like, it was the L plus ratio on like Pokemon's thing, right? Now I think it's kind of wild that he gets the lifetime ban, but you can get fucked in the ass and only
Yeah.
get a 7
Oh
day
no,
ban.
yeah,
Like,
that
what the fuck?
the inconsistencies are crazy. Like, there has to be like one person that gets to make these rules. It can't be like it seems like they just have like a group of like 30 people, and they're like, "Hey, this person told Pokemon L plus ratio, get that motherfucker out of here. He's banned for life." And then the next person comes up and he's like, yeah, and this woman
was
got
having
anal,
sex on stream.
and we saw the whole thing in the reflection. Like 4 days a week, whatever.
Well,
she's fine.
Well, remember the other one that just happened that kind of flew under the radar at least a little bit was the goat seeing asshole, like the lady that just
Yeah.
spread her asshole out. 3-day fucking ban.
That was an old one, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was-
No, I just came up like she got like a
I
like
think
a
they were
full
bring-
ass stretch.
thought
I
they
think
brought
they
up
brought
an
it up
old
again,
one.
but I think it happened a while ago.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, it happened like a
Yeah.
year ago. But yeah,
I researched it.
she was.
But dude, a 72-hour ban for stretching
No,
your
but I
asshole?
think-
I'm
Yeah, bro.
considering
I'm gonna
doing
try.
that
Here's
on
the thing with
Twitch.
Twitch. Twitch has been inconsistent for as long as it existed. There was this dude that broke a keyboard against his head because he had like a rage moment, and he got banned, lifetime banned for self-harm. Okay? And, like, Twitch's
Yeah.
bans
Okay, but
are
like who
all over the
hasn't
place.
broken a keyboard on their head at least once?
I play controller, so saving my
You
skin.
ever put
mean,
one
like
in your
the-
ass?
I'm about to. So what kind of
Just do it on Twitch. See what happens.
what kind of publicity I can get. I'm only going to be banned for like 20 minutes.
No, you'll get banned for a lot longer.
No, you'll get like a
Yeah.
month ban. They're gonna make an example out of you sticking a controller in your
Yeah, bro, that's
asshole. How
fucked up. Why
dare
would you do that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Not
that's
even
like
hot,
tough.
bro. What the fuck?
I'm not hot. Damn.
No, you are. Impa's being a rude boy.
getting
God
out of
I
damn
was
it.
making a point. I was making a damn point. All right.
I thought I could get away with it
No, but,
because
like-
I'm hot. You know what? It's
It's
all
not
right.
about the money. It's about sending
If I'm
the
not hot,
message.
my asshole is at least.
Yo.
Yeah, I feel like everyone's ass can be a little. I mean, everyone's ass can be hot for fucking Twitch and shit. I'm just saying, like, I feel like the protest should happen. Like, we should all goat see our assholes and see what'll happen.
Oh.
Nux, if you goat see your fucking virtual avatar on Twitch, how long of a ban do you think you'll
I would
get?
get permanently banned without a doubt. Twitch already, I don't think, likes me all that much. But VTubers get banned all the time on Twitch. And the guidelines for VTubers are even worse. Like, you'll have a VTuber with, like, well, you know, it's an anime character, so obviously large boobas. Okay, obviously.
Mhm.
And she'll get banned,
Yeah.
and she won't know what causes the ban. Like, a massive streamer, a VTuber, just got banned, a 3-day ban the other day, and has no idea why. Shy Lily. And meanwhile, you still have people riding those banana dildo things on Twitch, like completely naked, pretty much.
Yeah,
or
you
body
posted
painting.
about that, right? Like, you
Yeah.
posted about like that one person who like was. I thought they were naked on your photo.
It
I'm like,
looked
what?
it.
Did you just post fucking porn?
It looked it,
Yeah, it did. And she was on the VTuber tag. Now, my thing is like,
and she was.
my thing with that is like, listen, okay, there just needs to be like consistency in the rules. I don't care if there's 18 plus content on Twitch. To be honest, I really could not give a. But like, at that point, why not just create like Twitch After Dark? You know, like because there's the thing. Like, as somebody that believes in like somebody that I believe we're all business minded, right? Like, listen, if the market exists, why not capitalize on it? You know, like a lot of these like the thing that I have with Twitch is like, okay, so you're literally allowing softcore pornography on your website. Just make an 18 plus version. Just like
make it like sign in required.
Yeah.
You know,
like sign in
give your
required,
ID or whatever.
sign in. You know, give your photo ID before you donate to these people, operate it like an internet like strip club, like I think there's a market to watching like somebody play Warzone and like dildoing themselves. I think that's a market that could happen. But why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing the try not to age restrict challenge on Twitch every day? Like, why are we riding that?
Yeah.
Probably because they just couldn't get any advertisers if they did have like a clear 18.
I mean, like, just an off.
Twitch
like
is,
I guess like a
Cinemax.
different
pretty bad.
website.
Twitch takes 90% of ad rates, right? Like they take 90% of ad revenue.
I think they updated it because I got an email yesterday
Twitch.
and it was like 55% they were giving in like our favor or some shit.
No.
Yeah, they sent me like a thing.
Damn.
Every time they send me an email, I send them back a picture of my spread asshole.
Will you actually do? Like, you just send that right back to the bottom?
Yes.
I'm like, that's fucking,
Don't
that's
do it
sick
without
if you
I would
do.
love to though.
It was
Just
delicious.
send them,
That would be pretty
just
sick.
send them pink
That'd be
sauce.
beast. If I did that. That'd be fucking
I
beast.
feel-
That'd be beast, bro.
I feel like YouTube might be on the up and up when it comes to live streaming lately. I feel like, because I've talked to some of the Twitch streamers. I think I even saw like Dark Viper on like who's on the show here. I think he's considering switching to YouTube streaming as well too. Which honestly, I feel like if YouTube did like a better discovery system, because it really feels like on YouTube when you're streaming, you have to have a fan base in order to even succeed. Because like the way that you get fed into the streams is like you show up in somebody's recommendeds, and that's it. Like, I'll show up because I'll get 1,000, like thousands of viewers, and I'll be in the recommendeds. But that's not average for somebody who wants to start streaming on YouTube. If they can fix that, that's like a fucking slap in the face for Twitch. Because the way that I know about Twitch is like you pick a category and it straight up just gives you the most viewed in your category.
Right.
Yeah, down to like fucking like you go from 10,000 to 1 viewers, if you will, and that's pretty much how it is.
But
No, they're.
I don't know. I feel like
that and their UI.
YouTube is really difficult because there's no community to the streaming on YouTube. Like on Twitch, it's all about rating. There's emotes. If you're subscribed to one Twitch streamer, you could spam their emotes in someone else's channel.
Emo.
Like, there's a lot of community-based aspects to Twitch streaming that YouTube never really tried. And also, all the people that are on Twitch found Twitch through YouTube. Okay? Every single one of them. No kid finds Twitch unless their favorite YouTuber posts the link to their Twitch in their description.
Yeah, that'll
Twitch
be
only
fun.
exists because of promotion from YouTubers
And Twitter.
and Twitter.
I feel like it's the only thing that I
Definitely
can leave
fun,
on for like Twitter for web is just like tweeting out a Twitch link every once in a while. Which I think that's where, because you're right, like Twitch is very much a niche, and like streaming itself is very much a niche thing. Like, as much as we want to say it's super mainstream, it's still very much like, it's not it's not like the mainstream yet. It's not even close to it.
I mean, you could tell every time there's like a detective show or whatever, and it's like, this person is a gamer, and then they explain what a gamer is. It's like, oh no, they killed me.
Not a gamer.
not a
gamer.
filthy video game.
There's so much baggage.
So what you're saying
with
is
that term.
they play video games and they make money. You're saying, oh god,
What the
How
fuck?
does that make?
I feel like the issue with like YouTube though is that they kind of have like reverse problems. Is that like what YouTube has the capability, but is just like not doing it. Like they have all the resources necessary to make discovery and fix the UI and make it kind of like a place that people would want to stream. Whereas like Twitch has the entire community and like has already established themselves, but they don't have the capability to fix discovery and fix the problems that they have, and they're super inconsistent. So it's like,
dude,
you have to
YouTube
choose.
needs to make YouTube live, like a platform, just like one button. You click it, and your whole feed turns into live streams.
They need to make it where like you can upload a video every day if you're a daily uploader, and not have like your subscriptions blasted with live notifications. Because the way that with YouTube, it's like, let's say that your stream goes offline for a little bit, you're just going to be blasting your audience with like sub notifications, like, come watch my stream, all this shit. Like, they need to have like a bit of, they need to have, that needs to be like figured out. You need to have the ability for like people who want a daily live stream and daily upload to be able to do it in a way that's not spammy to the fans, right? Or spammy to their audiences, if you will. That's about the only thing YouTube needs to solve. And you're right, they need a YouTube live button where like you click it, slides over to a full live interface, and that's it. Because it really feels like they're focusing on shorts a lot, which I'm never a fan of. Like I don't know, I don't do shorts content, so it's not really crazy to me. Even though people have said it's the craziest way to grow your channel, I'm like, I just don't do shorts content. Like, I don't really, doesn't really work for me. And then they've got like I think they're trying to do like podcasts now entirely, but I feel like they're really got to hit up the live, because you've got a whole division that's buying out streamers, right, giving crazy deals, but you just don't have a platform that's on par with your competition. And you're right, they have all the fucking capability of doing it, but it's just they're kind of sitting with their fucking dicks in their hands, and that's pretty much how it is.
Yeah, they need to separate like what you were talking about with not like blasting people notifications from separate things. They also need to be able to separate short form, long form, and live stream content, because otherwise it's just competing with itself on the on the homepage. Nobody's using the subscription page. Like you already blew that up in like 2015. Like nobody's doing that anymore. So like you need to find a way to give separate sections to where it's like, oh, here's the long form content that you would normally watch, here's some short form content that you'd watch, and here's live streams that you would be interested in if you're doing that. Otherwise you're just causing competitions with itself, and there's literally no way a person with like a person is just like not there for one thing. You know, I've gotten on YouTube and I've watched a 45-minute video, and then I got stuck watching shorts for 2 hours. Like there's multiple ways to get around it, and you need to stop, you know, forcing.
I have never watched shorts on YouTube for 2 hours. Never. Ever.
Really? I get down the rabbit hole. They'd be like,
same.
One girl with her butthole spread out, and then I'm hooked.
That's it.
And you're in, bro.
I've done it with shit like I've done it with shit
me.
like TikTok. Like a few bourbons in me, and I'm already knee deep on cartel TikTok by accident. So it'll happen for sure.
By accident,
dude, my TikTok feed is fucked up. Me and Oopie's TikTok feeds are black. Like if the FBI looked at our fucking TikTok feeds, we'd be in like fucking prison already.
Dude, no joke. Yesterday, I filmed a video with a guy, a very large YouTuber, who I showed him my TikTok feed. And the bit was that I liked videos based on how they sounded, right? So I just like scrolled my feed for like 30 minutes with my eyes closed, and then just liked them based on how they sounded. 12 in a row were people who are severely mentally challenged. Like, I don't know another way to put it, but like people who, like you can't laugh at. Right. And nothing was funny about it, but like the sounds were funny. So I just tapped on it. Literally 12 of them in a row. My For You page was legitimately trying to get me canceled.
Dude, what the fuck?
Damn.
How did you the algorithm to do that? Jesus Christ.
I don't know. One of them is so bad. It's this guy who has Down syndrome, and people. This is not funny. Is it the guy doing the Macarena in front of the swastika?
Why are you laughing, bro? Why are you laughing?
It's just funny because I think it's not funny, which means it's funny.
Is it the guy who's doing the Macarena in front of the swastika flag?
No. Okay. It's way worse. So much worse. It's bro. Hold on. This one. Let me just show it to you. Hold on. I think I saved it.
Of course he saved it. He's like, I'm gonna put this in the cancel folder.
Oh God.
Dude. Oh my God. No way.
It's so fucked up, and he's punching himself in the face.
God. How did you? That's so. Dude, TikTok really is the wild west of content.
It is literally the wild west. Like these people bully him. I literally report comments when I see people bullying people like that. Like I report videos, I report comments. I'm like an actual trusted. What are those things called on YouTube's?
You're a bully.
I'm a trusted flagger for TikTok, where I'll report shit. Not interested. Like, cause it's so fucked up. There's certain rabbit holes where it's like legitimately illegal harassment, toxic behavior to people with like Down syndrome and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've noticed when it comes to like mental illnesses, like you either have people harassing those who have them, or like you'll have people like Tevin. You've seen people fake like mental illnesses on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Fake. Tourette's stuff.
Like the fucking ADHD one was the weird one where they would act like they were lost or some shit like that. That shit was weird.
Yeah, it's like they looked up the Wikipedia definition and they're like going along with what they think it is.
That shit is not trendy. Like, stop it. If you don't have it, you don't have it. Be thankful, bro. Like, go live your life.
Yeah. But people fall for that. It's so insane. Like, I know people make it out to be like OCD is this crazy thing, right? I'm so quirky because I have OCD. As somebody that like has a degree of obsessive compulsive disorder, it's not a trendy thing at all. Like it's legitimate. It can be like debilitating. I can like, let me give you an example of how fucking OCD pisses me off too. Like I'll watch a TV show, right? Like any TV show. And then like you ever look at a painting in a television show and it's like crooked? That's all your brain focuses to. Like I legit get fucking, I like want to fucking reach through the dimensions and like change it myself. Like I can't mentally focus on anything else but shit like that. Like if I notice an incongruity, I'm like, that's all my brain gets to. It's not a trendy thing, and I hate it when like TikTokers trying to make it out like it's cutesy and it's quirky.
Or
I'm
did
like,
you know did
yeah, like
the alternative
dissociative
yeah.
identity disorder,
Yeah.
which is
Alternative personalities where people have like they adopt all these different personalities, and it's just like cute, funny characters within video games and stuff. Like, oh, I'm transfer. I forget what the word is, but I'm transforming into like my level 19 high elf from Skyrim.
yeah, like,
And then they just
the
pretend. It's just so
What was
it's
it? It was
so
called,
bizarre.
Like,
It just
phasing
doesn't
or
make any
something?
sense
It was
why
like
people would do that.
phasing or
Yeah, it's a word like that. It's a bizarre word
Yeah.
that they use.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you know what's a really fucked up rabbit hole on YouTube? So this is what I got an age restriction for. It's that child abuse rabbit hole. So in like YouTube India, they have run like people in the villages run like tuition schooling, right, for like kids. Except they like legitimately like fucking beat the children on video, like they punish them for YouTube, right, like on YouTube videos, and like the comment sections are filled with people recommending new punishments for kids. It's like, beat them a little harder, okay, like please, all right, I'm subbing to you for a reason. Like, it's fucked up shit.
I saw you talking about.
I found an even more fucked up rabbit hole than that. There are Indian like commentary channels, big ones, okay, like fucking millions of views a video rating this. This is a pretty S tier child beating, boys. Like, no, not even a meme. Like, fucking rating this shit. Like, I was like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh man, dude, I don't even know how you can rip on these people. Like, this is like walking into a fucking like nuclear bomb. Like, this is going under the fucking bomb for moderation.
Just so
I'm like,
different, yeah.
I'm like, damn, how does this shit get by?
Dude, that's how
And
Chinese
like,
people think when they see American TikTok. Okay. They see American TikTok and they see like all this wacky stuff going on. They're like, well, I thought it was just like math and educational videos.
No.
No.
Well, it's like I know we get heavily moderated. Like, I wanted to ask this question to you, for Tevin, for a while. It's like, how's your moderation like when it comes to your drinking videos? Like, I'm sure YouTube is not nice for any of that. Like, it's because I always wondered, I'm like, you get the self-harm thing? Like, you got to have the self-harm thing on my video because I had too much alcohol in my system to fucking even live.
Nope, that one's fully monetized.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so my editor, everywhere I go, I gotta shout my editor. I repose, you're the greatest of all time, greatest to ever do it. He uploads, so we get copyright a lot. That's like the majority that we go through. We've only been age restricted 3 times. I can't believe that we've gotten away with it 3 times. But what he does is he will upload, as he's editing, he will upload about a dozen different versions of the video to see what he can get away with on burner accounts. And then he'll be like, oh, okay, I'll get away with this. I can't get away with this. And then like fine tune it to where we just slip through literally just slip through the cracks. There's been a couple where we'll upload it and wait like a day or two to see, and we'll be like, okay, we're ready to go. And like the hour before, it'll get age restricted, struck, blocked.
Yeah,
we're like,
that
fuck,
happens.
we gotta go back to the lab, wait another week. All right, let's see if we can do it now.
Yeah.
Yours actually got struck and age restricted probably like 6 times. The Rick and Morty one got struck like 6 times before we could actually upload it for real. Yeah.
Holy
that's usually what we go through.
The thing about that is, like, I wish the automated system on YouTube just told you what it age restricted, so you could just go back to the lab, cut those parts or edit that, and then be done. Yeah.
No, not
like,
it doesn't even
honest,
tell you what
when
it's
it comes
for
to
at the beginning.
YouTube age restrictions, I feel like recently they've been getting really petty. Like, I feel like they take jabs at people specifically, especially recently. Okay, especially ever since like
out here fighting the good fight for years, and you just said recently.
No.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, hold on. They have been petty forever, but recently they've been age restricting people that like talk bad about them. Okay, just like we'll age restrict other videos. Like, did you see they cut Markiplier's part out of the Game On YouTube stream thing?
Yeah, dude.
Like,
it's so fucking stupid.
They had this whole big event thing. Markiplier made this very interactive video with like endings that you click and then you go from one ending to the other, like a really interactive horror story with like dozens of videos for alternate endings. And they just cut it because Markiplier made the try not to get age restricted video. Like, they just cut it out without telling him in advance. Or I don't know, and I feel like people in that circle,
petty shit.
like Crank Gameplays, his friend that did Unis Honest with him, he did like a 10 years of Crank Gameplays.
Yo, Ethan?
Yeah, Ethan, like the best of the last 10 years of content on YouTube, and that video got age restricted. It's like a 2-hour video. Like, I feel like YouTube has been really petty with age restricting people on purpose now, just to kind of piss them off.
Can I ask you guys a question? Because this happens to me
Sure.
like really frequently. Whenever I have a video do like way better than my recent videos, like if it's outside my like my median views, I will always get like manually reviewed and age restricted on those videos.
Same.
Like almost always.
Yeah.
Like I'll
Same.
have like my 400, 500,000 ones, and then I'll have one that hits like 1 million, and it immediately will get, well, not immediately, but like a month later, it'll be like, oh yeah, you got age restricted. Somebody manually reviewed it for no reason. Like what?
I usually
don't know
get those. Yeah.
Does anybody know why? Like, is there any sort of like understanding as to what's going on with that?
I think it's because it hits like an algorithm, so they probably want to check it before other people see it. You know what I mean? Like outside your, normal viewership.
No.
So it's weird for me. I know when I uploaded my video on Andrew Tate, right? Like I made the video and it was, I was like, I showed what I believe to be like some like heavier stuff. So I self demonetized it, and it was interesting because YouTube was like, "Oh hell nah, Chief, it's cool, dude. You're fine. Show this all you want, King. Fuck it, green dollar that bitch up." So it's weird when they do that sometimes because it's like, when I've had like, I think it's weird because like because I believe like some subject matter is just that's actually like non-advertiser friendly, and then YouTube's like, no, that's advertiser friendly, and the shit that like I think is advertiser friendly that gets fucking yellowed down, and the arguments are not like. They don't make sense. Like the bot response on the self demonetizer or whatever makes no fucking sense to me. So
Yeah.
it is weird. But yeah, like it'll happen to me. I think 1 out of like every 20 uploads is what you're saying, Tevin. Like I'll hover over the monetization thing and it'll be like this video has been manually checked. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
So they do keep tabs open. Okay,
I think that's what's happening with Corey, to be honest, because he is so consistent with his like view count, but he's not consistent with his uploads. So he'll take like 5, 6, 7 months off, and it's like kind of like the algorithm forgot about him, and then he'll come back and he'll get even more views. So like he'll get 5, 6 million views of video, and then he'll leave for like 9 months and come back and get like 10 million, obviously because everybody missed him. But I think he keeps getting manually reviewed because every time he comes back from those long hiatuses, they're like, oh, he went trending immediately. Let's like check his shit. Which I think is like super unfair. But that, like, first of all, that it's like a stretch to even make that sound reasonable. But that's how crazy it is that he keeps getting age restricted for weird shit. Because I don't know if you guys watch him, but he is the most brand friendly person.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Oh yeah, I've seen the way
friendly.
he censors the fuck out of everything.
Brand friendly for Jesus, man.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. There's not a curse word in the video. If a video game has it,
What the freak?
like nothing, literally nothing exists in that video that could be demonetized, and he's getting age restricted.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah,
It's,
like
yeah,
he'll
it's
get
crazy.
hit for something. Like he'll get hit for something dumb, and it's like if a guy like that is getting age restricted, the average gamer doesn't have a fucking chance because. Like some people will download an M-rated game off fucking Steam, let's play it on their channel, and just not think about like like I've only ever had one gaming video ever age restricted, like one gameplay video, and that's Manhunt 2. Like if anybody played Manhunt 2, yeah, Manhunt 2, because it's the uncensored PC version. So when somebody's fucking head gets blown off in the game, splattered all, like you see everything, like it's a totally violent game. And that one I can totally understand. Like I didn't cut anything out of them, like I didn't blur shit. But like when I watched Corey's video, I'm like, what the could exist in this that caused that trip? Like there has to be somebody behind the scenes. I got really fucking petty about it, like somebody got fucking annoyed. But
I'm surprised anybody's videos for Mortuary Assistant get ads, because like a couple of years ago there was a trend to do like those little flash games on those little kids websites where you can like remove boils and pop sticks and shit. Yeah, they all those got demonetized and age restricted. Every single one of them. Like
not mine. Mine got reviewed for green, dude. I gave Elsa fucking root canal and I'm still fucking golden, dude.
Well, I think it's the cutting skin and stuff. I think that's what it is, like cutting skin and pulling things out of orifices, holes for the layman.
Can we just say how weird it was when they had like Elsa's pregnant to deliver the fucking baby in your advert?
Fucking
the game
Spider-Man is there to help deliver it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Stop that shit.
Yeah, it's like a whole. Well, the thing is, like, so YouTube demonetizes you, right? But they happily take the ad money and peddle this shit. Like, it's so weird. Like ever since I started covering like financial scams, my whole YouTube advertising is filled with actual financial pyramid schemes. Like people advertising like legit. I don't know if you guys get those. It's like you watch one video from like crypto channels, and then it'll be like, "Hey, I had the one secret way for you to make $10,000 guaranteed." You go to their website; it's the same generic cookie cutter pyramid scheme MLM website. I'm like, dude, how is it that like we can get hit for the scam policy on YouTube, but this motherfucker is just running it through AdSense? This is just assaulting the average viewer through like just ads. What the? So it's a weird scenario on it. I mean, like I feel like we can go on days for days and talk about the grievances with YouTube, but it's like at the end of the day, like what's really gonna change, dude? They have a humiliation fetish. If the largest creators can get hit, nobody has a chance in hell dealing with the company, and it's just sad to say.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't know how much YouTube cares that people are complaining. It's like they don't care, right? Like they're gonna get a bad reputation. Like that's who cares?
Yeah, if the money
where are you gonna go to?
Facebook?
Right. It's not like there's an alternative.
Literally. Yeah.
Yo, Facebook gaming got shut down, dude. What a sad fucking rip right there.
When did that happen?
Oh, like a day ago.
Oh,
yeah. They shut down Facebook gaming streaming. I was like, oh, really? Finally? Okay, sure.
That's
I don't know how many people used Facebook gaming though. Is the thing. How many people were actually streaming?
Was it just like over? Or did they give them like a time frame for it to be like, this is the last day that we're gonna do it?
No, it says starting October 28th is when they kind of like go back. They're getting out of the live game streaming market, which is interesting because how many people were actually watching gaming streams on Facebook? Like Facebook as a service, I don't think matters too much for the younger population. You know, like you said, you use Facebook to talk to like your elder, like the elders in your family. Nobody like at my age is actually using Facebook. They might use Instagram, but that's about the closest we'll get to like a Facebook property. WhatsApp,
WhatsApp is where it's all at.
Okay, but WhatsApp is primarily used by like Jewish families and Indian families to communicate with each other. Come on now, you fucking know this.
To communicate with Andrew Tate.
Wait, really? I thought you used Telegram.
Sex androids.
No, it's WhatsApp.
Wait, what? Say it again, Tevin.
It's me to connect with sex androids to get scammed.
Also, same with that. Yeah, I do that.
Dude, those are the best. That's why I love fucking Tinder, bro. Like you'll get onto dude. It's like if you wanted to fuck artificial intelligence,
honestly,
that's the tool, dude. Like everyone, like it's so funny. Like you'll go on and it's like I'm really interested in you, and then you tell them it's like, yeah, I've got like 3 penises and like and I'm like like I'm kind of disabled from all over. Oh hell yeah, let's meet up soon. Okay, do you have your credit card number? It really makes me feel safe if I have access to all of your finance.
Yeah,
like sure, why not? I have to imagine how down bad do you have to be to fall for that shit? Like fucking some Tinder profile picture asks you about your credit card information, and how many dumbasses have given that away?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up because like I was sitting here. Okay, so this kind of circles back to like the Gideon thing and like so much shit. I feel like people need to learn, like there needs to be a class on like how to be technologically literate, like knowing when to see a scam or knowing when something is for entertainment versus when it's real. Like there's a video from RDC World yesterday where they did an ad for Wingstop. They made like a skit for Wingstop and people thought they just wanted to make the video about Wingstop chicken. Like they thought it was a real, like they were just like, oh, let's make a video for entertainment about Wingstop chicken instead of like actually getting money for it. I was like, what would lead you to believe this shit, any of this was real? They got money for this. They're not promoting shit for free. Yeah. And same with like old elderly. I mean, elderly people obviously they get a pass because like this is well beyond their generation and stuff, right?
Yeah, they were on there in the fucking telegraph era. You know, like
if you're like a 23-year-old man and you came from like Alabama or something and you just didn't have the internet capabilities, you need to go somewhere and learn like these are the things for a scam.
About social engineering.
Yeah, this is what it looks like when you're trying to get a pyramid scheme. This is the emails you want to avoid because like we're too deep in the internet age for you to keep falling for that shit, and it makes us all look bad.
Yeah, I feel like that needs to definitely happen for a lot of people because even in our age, like you'll find. I know that a couple of days ago, I followed some cybersecurity guys on the internet, and like they were getting sent like emails from like And these are really good impersonation emails from like YouTube's like fucking like they were pretending to be YouTube's like policy team. And they like clicking those links would just like give up their channels like, you know, tokens and everything through it. So it's like even like even for like people that are technologically literate, yo, scams are so easy to fall for these days. I remember months back, I got an email in the middle of a live stream and it looked so legit. It was like your YouTube channel and AdSense are shutting down. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I got
Yeah,
one of
it's like
those.
you have a
recently.
duplicate AdSense account.
Yeah, I got one of those recently too.
Yeah, I jumped onto it. I was like, and it looked so fucking real.
Yeah, there was
And
this
then I'm
little
like,
known scam. It worked on a lot of people. It's run by this dude. I forget his name. I think it's Andrew Tate or something like that. He was running this scam, and
Who's that?
I don't know. He uses WhatsApp. He's a bit of a weird guy. He carries knives and stuff. He's cool. Apparently he has hitmen working for him or something.
Does
And
he
he
have any
flexes
dude,
them.
I do not
videos?
co-sign that. That is an illicit allegation.
I said apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Whatever.
No, it's well, he's gotten completely removed off everything. I think the last thing was like Vimeo that he posted on, and that was like the final message to it, which is
Dude, that
Yeah,
My
that's
final message.
Change
made it
the
like
world.
really fucking
My
dramatic.
final message. Goodbye.
My final message. I
like, I
choose to be bald.
he's like, fuck, I can't funnel people into Hustlers University anymore. I don't know, is he still streaming with like Aiden Ross and like all those guys?
He goes
'Cause
on
I don't
Rumble
think-
now.
No, I can't.
He gets
do
like
it.
100,000 viewers on Rumble.
Does he?
That's actually really fucking good
That's
for
insane.
Rumble. 'Cause-
That's
that makes him-
99% of Rumble's viewers.
Yeah, that's
It
literally
might be,
yeah.
It might be 200% of Rumble's viewers, honestly.
Yeah, there might be some shenanigans in the back end that are
Yeah.
inflating that a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I have to imagine for a lot of those like alternative like platforms, there's definitely some inflation in the numbers because it's like 100,000 viewers for like Rumble. It's like that doesn't. So I know that Andrew Tate's got a big fan base, but is it like really bigger than like Donald Trump Jr. and shit? Because he's like that dude is like
Oh,
the
it's for sure
PewDiePie
bigger.
of fucking.
No, it's way
Okay.
bigger, dude.
Way bigger.
He is so much more I feel like he's more relevant than Donald Trump.
Okay.
In terms
'Cause
of
I was always,
viewership
I
on,
was
like,
always under
social
the
media.
thought that like those guys had like big relevancy from like having 50% of the fucking country's like party
Well, they
on
have
them, you know.
big relevancy from 50 and 70-year-olds. Andrew Tate has
Right.
big relevancy from people who actually use the internet.
That is true. That is a
Yeah.
factor right there. No, but
Children.
I don't know. Like his whole thing is like ever since he's been banned, it's like, you know, I'm usually one for challenging ideas, but I really don't care if he got banned anyways. Like at the end of the day, like no skin off my back. But it's like I did a stream last night and I'm like, I feel like with guys like these, like we need to like instill better male role models into like the kids of today. It's like for me, good male role models are the ones that are not people like Tate. Like good male role models, like that is kind of like blowing smoke up everyone's ass. But all of you guys, I consider you guys to be good fucking role models anyways, you know, like despite the fact that, you know, two of us here have a severe drinking problem, you know, I think
Never mind.
I think we're pretty decent people.
One of
Yeah,
us
we
is
got
a
our-
PNG, so that just leaves me.
Yeah, that leaves you as the one long gun owner, not the one long gun owner, one of the many long gun owners. in
I heard
fucking
this guy spreads his
Texas.
asshole for YouTube.
I
so
do. I gape it. I leave it agape.
If you spread your ass on Twitch to get banned, I will do it alongside with you. I will fucking spread starfish. I don't give a
solidarity?
fuck. In solidarity, I will
Oh my
protest.
god, let's do a fucking gape pact.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm milking y'all for views. I'm just milking you for views. If you do that, I can't agree to it. I will make the video just to run up my own bag. I'm sorry.
I mean,
If you-
that's the
if-
reason
if-
I'd be doing it too.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, I will gladly gape to get a fucking 24-hour ban. Think about it. If you think about it, like the Twitch strat is like this: I'm gonna gape my asshole. I got a weekend vacation, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
I
they
come
come
back
back
with
with
more
bigger-
viewers.
yeah.
Yes, it's
Ask
like
for cash,
shit.
baby. We're up.
Yeah, that's a smart reason. I feel like I think like the ban system of Twitch. It's like it's so beneficial to like any streamers. Like, oh, so I get removed. I like talk about how unjustified it is, rightfully so, on like Twitter or something. I fucking go do coke for 3 days, come back, and damn, paid for the whole fucking vacation right there in an hour. Like that's all you have to fucking do. That's pretty much how it goes. But yeah, that's a general strat line on that. And by the way, I do not condone gaping your asshole on stream. Clearly,
Or doing
that's against.
Yeah, for 3
Yeah,
days.
exactly. Coke is bad.
I'd rather gape my
100%.
asshole.
Yeah,
or
actually,
do coke
100%.
with your asshole. Don't. Yeah, it's a snowball effect.
Don't do either.
It's a snowball
I don't.
effect.
I don't think the effect would hit you as hard. Actually, it might. I don't know.
Maybe
if you
in
just
your
like
stomach
rubbed
lining.
Yeah, you kill something in your body for sure.
By the way, I just went to Google Trends. I put in Andrew Tate and like Kim Kardashian and Donald Trump, or when all of those like famous people. Andrew Tate is so much more like internet relevant than they are. It's crazy. Like Andrew Tate's at 100, Donald Trump's at 18 compared to Andrew Tate. Like he is so famous right now. It's crazy.
Well, it's like I think Trump's only on like one of his. He's on like Truth. Is he even on his own network, Truth Social? I've been wanting to like fucking get onto that and see what the hubbub was about, but it seems like you can't even sign onto it. Like you can't do shit on Truth. I can't download her from Canada because they don't. I think
you got to be a white guy.
Well, you can't be a foreigner like me from Canada. Like we're not just fucking allowed to jump onto that shit. I can't. It's so weird because I looked at the site and I'm like, it's literally Twitter, except they just call things like retruths. I'm like, what the fuck?
Fucking stupid, dude. It's so stupid. And then like it's not allowed on the App Store anymore because it doesn't have enough moderation or there's some like sort of excuse like that, which makes sense because I've been on it and it's a fucking wasteland. It's a terrible place.
What's some of the worst shit you've seen on it? Like what is?
It's just like 4chan like poll. It's just racist shit, just like fucked up stuff. Really, really, really fucked up stuff. Like anti-Semitic stuff. Mostly that, it seems.
So is that so are people retruthing all the anti-Semitic and racist shit?
Yeah, they're retruthing their you know, I don't know what this is called when you like it. They're liking the truths. They're spreading the truths. I don't fucking know.
They got 45
it's so wild. Like
they're gaping the truths.
It's so wild how like the internet has become so extreme on every end that kind of shit is just normal. You know,
it's just normal now. Yeah.
I know distinctly like 10, 15, like when I was a younger guy, like 2010, 2009, like as somebody that like was on 4chan, like I think we've all seen that side of the internet. We've all jumped onto a thread here and there, right? Like the shit was wild back then. But the thing is, it's like, when people like said wild shit on 4chan, I think it was generally accepted in the community at the time. Like, oh, we're just saying outlandish shit to say outlandish shit, right? Like that's pretty much what it is, you know? However, nowadays it's like the people that read that outlandish shit are like the thing about it back in the day, okay? Like if you had 100 people posting, right? Like 99 of them were just like, oh, okay, fuck you, I'll make fun of you, and vice versa. Like it's, you know, at the end of the day, like none of us are taking this seriously. There was one person on that thread who was like, oh my God, I found like-minded racists. Holy shit, the clan is alive and well. But nowadays, you go on fucking 4chan, it's like the inverse, you know? Like, you got one people are like, oh shit, these guys are wild. But the other 99 are like, hey, honey, come over here. I found other racists here too. You wouldn't believe it. It's insane. They all believe the same. God damn. These are the like, that's what the internet is nowadays. It's like one extreme. So when I see shit like Truth Social, and like the kind of, because I've seen only glimmers of posts out of it. I don't even know the extent that you're talking about, MP, but like it is just, I'm surprised that we're at a point where it's like, that's like normal, you know, like people share that, like it's some normal like speech between each other. Because I feel like it's gotten so much worse ever since 2010. Like I like racism is one of those things that like I don't tolerate whatsoever. I don't understand like how somebody can even accept that that's a thing. Doesn't make sense. Like for me, yeah, like racism makes no sense to me because I'm like, how can one human being be superior to another? But now it's like a common point among some of these people. They're like, shit, no, like I don't understand that at all, and it's such a disgusting mentality that I see too.
It's also Nick Fuentes on here.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
He lived in the same him and what's the other fucking kid's name? God, I can't remember his name. They lived in the same city as me when I was in Kansas. They were in Kansas. They're in Kansas State. So
Nick Fuentes? I don't know
right,
the other
right
kid,
when. God, I'm trying to think of the other guy's name. They tried to kick him out like 40 times, but it's Kansas. It was right after the George Floyd thing. That's how I found out about him because they were like, these two kids are out here saying like the most abhorrent shit I've ever heard in my life.
They were like the whole America First group.
I can't even say what they were saying. And I knew where they were at. I was like, oh, I know this park. It's literally across the street from my house. Like,
yo, if you don't like them, you could just give all their information to Ethan.
Yeah,
I don't know. He might bomb them or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, no. Those guys, like the thing with those guys, it's like fucking just like when I see like Nick Fuentes, I'm like, damn. Like I saw him on like the like Destiny. He's been on the show.
They've been like living with each other or something.
The thing
Seems
with
like.
Destiny, it's like, so he's been like talking him down actually recently. So it's actually interesting seeing like Destiny counter his like shitty ideas. But it's just like, man, I could never fucking I could never like even talk to that guy. Like, it's just, he's such a disgusting character to me, like Nick Fuentes.
No, he
and all those
literally just
people, like-
says whatever is the worst thing that you could possibly say in the moment. I've never seen
Nick
anybody do
Fuentes.
that. I've never seen.
He sounds like
anybody
a
do that.
character, like a Muppet, kind of.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
He
thinks
sounds like
a
he'd be
fucking Muppet,
racist.
too.
He sounds like he has two life paths, and one of them is to just be really racist, and the other one is just non-distinct.
Yeah, the other one is just like, fucking, I could be a normal human being or a fucking complete dude.
What's insane to me is how many people on TikTok are like common Nick Fuentes dub. Like, there's so many. The whole like Tate thing has just spiraled so many different like lines of thinking. And what's crazy is I do believe that a lot of people don't understand like that a lot of these folks are very racist and like I don't know, their worldviews are closed and aren't really going to lead to a brighter future for everyone, really.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
But they see just like one clip where they say something that's like slightly rational, because any human being can, be quoted as saying something rational, and they're like, oh my God, that guy's a genius. And then they get sucked into the rabbit hole, which that's like the same shit that happened with Andrew Tate.
Well, here's a good question. We all think Nick Fuentes' beliefs are shitty, right? Like, we all can agree on that together.
He's a white nationalist, yes.
Yeah, 100%. He's a racist, like,
that's crazy.
guy. But let's say that tomorrow, like, Nick Fuentes is like, hey guys, eating right is good, okay? Eating healthy is good.
Yeah,
it leads to a longer life,
Yeah.
Like, hey guys, respecting your parents is a pretty good moral background.
Yeah,
Fuentes based in red pilled.
Yeah, like
Andrew
you can't
saying,
fucking say that he's
bettering
wrong,
yourself
right?
as a human being is actually important.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on that point, we can agree, because there's that saying, a broken clock is right at least twice a day.
There
On
we
that
go.
point, like, yeah, I'm sure I can agree. Like, that's some pretty sound advice. And then we'll talk about, well, there are racial different, and then that's where you're like, no, we're out. We're like, I'm out of that one. That's the thing with like Tate, even, right? It's like, okay, if Tate told me, it's like, hey, eat right and like live like healthy. Okay, sure. And then I'm like, I'll take that advice. Sure. I mean, that makes sense. Oh, okay. And now we get into the whole misogyny side. Okay. Backed off from there. All right. Like, just, hit the brakes. That's the one thing. And you're right. It'd be like, it's like these people do a really good job of like spreading like completely terrible beliefs by like sprinkling a little like nugget of truth on some bullshit factor here and there.
It just goes viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
And
you're right.
They imprint in people's minds, and then they just are like, oh, this guy's actually pretty smart. And then they see it, and it's like, oh, maybe he's right about that too. Because they're just young and impressionable. I really don't know what other way to.
I've never met
describe
somebody
it.
in that camp that is like a genuine adult, like a genuine adult. Like if they are an adult and they got some real shitty beliefs that match that, sure.
Yeah.
But like
Nicholas Fuentes, I'm a proud incel.
What's crazy
Oh,
is
my dude.
you could just pick. It's the same thing with like Hitler rhetoric, where it's like, well, Hitler had good ideas. It was like, well, you can just find anybody else who said what he said. Stop quoting him as the guy that said it. There's like 50 other people that said that same exact thing. Like, Hitler didn't have good rhetoric. It's just a good piece of advice. Stop saying that it was him that came up with that shit. Andrew Tate
He
didn't
was
say
a vegetarian.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So then it's like Andrew Tate probably said, yeah, eat right and live healthy. You know who fucking else said that? Goddamn.
Every dietitian in the fucking world.
Every person that ate right and lived well in their lives.
Yeah.
You could pick
Chairman
any
Mao
of them.
said it. Chairman Mao said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you
know what
have
else
that?
Chairman Mao did? Starved his people to death.
No.
No, that's the real wild thing. It's like why I think it's why like people like Trump and any politician gets successful too, right? Like they do the same strat. Like it's this charisma that really gets you going. But like Tevin said, it's like good advice just comes from anybody. Like eating right and like any dietitian will tell you that. You don't need to fucking watch this guy on the internet to give you that life advice to tell
What
you.
do you guys think about Sneako?
Bro.
Dude, I think that guy's a fucking.
Bro,
I think
Sneako is like, he is the one where I'm like, man, not a thought going on in that head. Literally just saying things, reiterating things that you see on YouTube videos with confidence, and you have a good clean haircut does not make you based and red pilled or right
you know
about
the,
anything.
The old meme about reaction YouTubers that they would see something, or like Sniper Wolf, like she would see something and then she would describe what she just saw. It's like the bowling ball just knocked over all of the bowling pins. It's like that.
Oh my god, yeah, that one's. I would really like to speak with him because just to like see what he's like. I don't know, because it just doesn't seem like his like profile picture on Twitter is him surrounded by people. I feel like he has some kind of messiah complex or something. That's the vibe that he gives off. But he's just like simply
people are like
reiterating.
he's like some young guy that's like fucking part of these, like he's trying to learn the world. You know what I mean? Like I think he has a couple
Classic
strikes on his
TW.
channel. Yeah, like I love the Meat Canyon video. That was fucking hilarious.
Dude, yeah.
But like when I watched, like, because I saw Sneako through like Destiny and Nick Fuentes sitting together, I'm like, and this guy's just like sitting there in the middle. I'm like, dude, that is one stream that I would not want to be on. No disrespect with Destiny or anything. I mean, he's fine. Like we talked to him.
Fuck that, bro.
But like, I would never want to be on the same fucking panel or like call with Nick Fuentes. Like that is fucking poison to say. Also, it's like I wish people had more self-respect about this shit on the internet. Like, you know those chicks that were sitting on that podcast getting berated by Tate? I'm like, why the fuck don't you get up and walk out of the fucking room? Like, you're sitting in a room where this guy's literally berating you. Get the fuck up and leave. Like, why are you still sitting there?
They were
like,
definitely on the payroll, and
yeah. I was like, dude, the pay can't be that good to be fucking like disrespected like that. Get the fuck out of there.
I can say this about Sneako. I think one of the big reasons he's successful, and I think to like a small degree Andrew Tate, but Sneako especially, and I can speak on it personally. He infiltrated like my community, like the black community, like the W community, as you guys might have heard it called, like on Twitch, really bad, to where like, and obviously like they're growing really fast, like Kai and Bruce and Rage and all those guys. So like them constantly giving him attention and looking at him, and like Jadeon too was on his stream. It's made it so unbearable, and that's where that lingo starts to come from. That fucking common Sneako WL, like he owns you, he don't know you, little bro type shit like that. Yeah. It's so nasty. Like, and I think it was because it was one of the worst things that they do is that they always. It's the same type of shit where they say one good thing to make everyone believe it. They'll be like, "Oh, Twitch is." Sneako was like, "Oh, Twitch is hindering the black man," and it was that fast. It was literally that fast. Like he just got in with not all of them, but like he just got access to everybody to have them on their streams, and they're like, "Yeah, I agree." And then he was like, "And also, women are this and
dude, he's been going on an anti-Semitic Jewish tangent recently. I saw it on Twitter yesterday. He's been fucking watching like those wild docs on YouTube, and then just agreeing with them with Nick Fuentes. It's like, man, you're gonna get deleted from the internet.
Yeah,
that's the thing with like Nick Fuentes.
You can't say that kind of shit.
People don't realize. So this is the other thing. This is the thing with like Fuentes that people don't realize. Fuentes is a really hyper intelligent guy when it comes to shit like this. Like the weird thing is like people perceive Fuentes as like some ditzy dumb kid. You know, he like comes on a stream and it's like he'll debate and he'll even concede in times. But the guy's smart. Like he'll latch onto somebody and he'll watch these anti-Semitic documentaries that are complete bullshit. And like the guy who has no idea what the fuck is going on in this will sit there and be like, okay. And Nick is like, yeah, you see, that's the truth right there. You know, this is how I like. He knows how to like get you in. Like I want to say the word groom, but like it's kind of like grooming somebody into that line of thinking. You know, so really hyper intelligent of that too. Yeah. It's like with Sneako, yeah, I saw the anti-Semitic shit, and I was like, I was like, man, how do you even like upload that?
And you're right,
and, like,
that boy is dumb as like. I've spoken in similar circles. Dumb as hell. Dumb as.
Sneako is?
Yeah, absolutely stupid.
Oh, dude, I'm not surprised. It literally looks like there's nothing going on in his head.
One thing I do have to say about Sneako that is very impressive to me, he's the only streamer I've ever seen clips of that makes me like, whoa, XQC is a genius.
Same, dude.
Yeah,
his brain is so large.
Like when I
commentate W.
when I watch Sneako, you're absolutely right. No, it's like when I saw that, I'm like, you know, I shot on XQC a little too much, but maybe XQC is a fucking Harvard grad compared to this.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, God damn. Well, I'll give XQC this much. He had like, people think that I don't like XQC because like he speaks really fast, and it's like, no, it's not that. I just like I think my thing with XQC and Train, a lot of those people is just primarily their gambling, like streaming shit, like how they pedal.
And he's French Canadian. Is that another reason?
That's another reason. But I always hate it when like you can feign moral superiority and like Like that's the thing. It's like you can't call somebody shitty when also promoting an incredibly shitty fucking act
Yeah,
yourself too. You know, it's like that drug dealer's bad, but me promoting gambling to you, like, I mean, that's not as bad. Like no, like if you're a shitty person, own up to it. Like if you're promoting something shitty, at least be honest about it. You know, I have much more respect to somebody if they don't fucking try to hide or obfuscate that. Like I don't like if you want to promote some shitty behavior, at least be honest to everyone about that. But fuck. But yeah, going back to Sneako though, holy shit! I you're right. Like when I saw him in that Destiny Nick Fuentes thing, I was like, dude, this guy, not a fucking synapse is firing off in the head there. This man does not process it. It's so weird. It's like I feel like he just orbits this, and that's how he gets the popularity. Like he just sits in the stream like with the face, and it's like
it's the Ice Poseidon effect. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's all it is, and it's like now he's like in like platforming this anti-Semitic rhetoric, and it's like Jesus Christ, dude, like.
You
I
know
mean,
you
to be
fucked up
fair,
if you get Nick Fuentes.
you
on
gotta
your- on
kiss
your
the
shit.
right asses in this business, I guess.
I swear,
Dude.
that's very true. That's very
Yeah.
true. It's not about what you know or what you can even do. It's about who you know and how you can get to
Yeah.
it.
Well, my thing about it too is like I think about it at the end of the day. Like obviously we're all gonna fall off, right? Like our careers are gonna end one day, right? That's
No.
a fucking. Okay, well, living doubtful, but like we're all gonna fall off at some point, you know. Like the reality is, we're all gonna get older. We're gonna fall off. We're gonna switch to something else, or we're just gonna retire. You know, we'll do what we do in another way, or we'll switch, or we'll like transition to another point of life. But I don't think anybody wants to end this career looking like the bad guy. You know, nobody wants to end up being a villain like Tate or Sneako, and that's the one thing that like maybe it's the reason why like. You know, none of us are platforming insane people because I get that the views are great, right? Like, obviously, if you platform Nick and all these people, like, your views must go through the fucking roof. That's content right there. But to me, it's like, damn, are you really proud of fucking posting that shit? Is that really the hill you want to die on?
Yeah, because I'm not going to be able to like Destiny. It's one thing because he's a fucking like master debater.
Would you say he's
I'm
a
not.
master baiter?
Yeah. He's he's a genius when it comes to that kind of stuff. Like if I interviewed Nick Fuentes, it would just be an hour of him just saying fucked up shit and then me trying to be funny, and like it just wouldn't get anywhere. It's like I did the Andrew Tate thing and I was like, man, I got to be careful from now on because this is like I could get away with Andrew Tate, probably Sneako, because I could like get them to speak in a specific direction where it's not going to be, you know, insanely horrible. But someone like Nick Fuentes or I really don't know really any other names. Those are like the three most pertinent people right now. I just feel like it wouldn't work because they're just too like Milo Yiannopoulos would be another example of someone who would just be able to beat me.
He's gone though.
with-
He's kind of dead.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm just saying as an example, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Well, you're right. Like that's the reason why I don't think I could ever fucking be in it because I don't think I'm intelligent enough to like I'm not a debater, you know, like I'm
Me
somebody
neither,
that's
yeah.
like my thing. I'm an engineer. Like I work with math and shit. That's my
I just am good at
thing.
having sex. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, you're a fucking pussy fucking destroyer, you know, like, you know, we got an anime reviewer. We got a math guy. We've got, you know, drinker. And then we've got, you know,
A
fucking fuck
misogynist.
man.
Let's go.
Sex god. Fuck
Yeah.
genius.
Wait, who's
But, like,
the drinker?
We got ourselves.
The sex god and the fuck.
Who's
the
Yeah,
fuck
I'm the
guy.
fuck guy.
Who's the one
I'm
that's
the
got
fuck guy.
fuck oil right next to
Yeah.
them?
Pretty sure Nux is the math
like-
guy. I don't know.
Yeah,
What's going on.
that's me. Caleb's the
Who's
junk.
the PNG again?
The junk.
No, that's me. I upgraded. but the thing is, it's like, yeah, you know, like Destiny works with Nick. Like I'm okay with Nick going on Destiny streams because Destiny's like a really good wrangler for that. You know, like
Mhm.
like I don't want to use the word to get demonetized, but he's a real good, you know, fucking wrangler for that kind of fucking brain damage. So like he like if he says something stupid, Destiny's over there like no. Like let me just call you guys down. But then like you're right, if like Nick and fucking you know Sneako sit together, Sneako's like fucking brain is off, and Nick is just like
starting
talking to
repeat what he's
thousands.
saying,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
who can make themselves seem more right, regardless of what rationality or logic they're like the basis of what they're saying is. Doesn't matter. It's like who can be more convincing and charismatic. That's how people
Yeah.
blow up now, is by saying based and red pilled things and just coming off as convincing enough to where those things seem based and red pilled. I use that
If you
term
had the
ironically.
confidence, you could probably convince people that flat Earth is a thing. I'm convinced that if, honest to God, I'm convinced all four of us could sit in a call with Sneako and convince him the Earth is flat after.
No
There's
doubt,
no
dude.
doubt. No
I
doubt.
actually, I think he thinks it's already flat. I'm pretty sure I saw a clip. I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say that out. You know, that's an allegation.
He doesn't
That's some
think
fucking
anything.
dumb shit.
There's not a thought in those eyes.
All right, boys. Okay, before we end this, all right, last question: Who do you think could convince Sneako the fastest that the Earth is flat in this call?
Me.
Okay, I want to hear
Definitely.
this. That was some fucking confidence right there.
I really think I can do it.
Sneako.
I'm sorry. I can do it.
Let's role play. Okay, I'm Sneako, and you fucking convince me.
God.
Okay, let's go.
Like, okay, all right. So, did you know that? Why is it that if you take a telescope and you look across the ocean, you could see another continent at the other end? If the Earth was really round, the curvature of the globe would make you not be able to see it.
Yeah.
So how
If
can
it was
you
down,
see
you'd
it?
fall off. You fucking idiot.
Oh my
How
god!
can you see it,
know,
bro?
that makes a lot of sense. See, they don't teach you this in school, and I
They
feel like
don't.
the mainstream.
I recorded with a guy in Australia yesterday, and his feet were on the ground. And if it's a ball, I mean, like, how the fuck's that supposed to work? You know, I'm trying to find a ball right now.
He's gonna get the fucking
Check
go up.
this out.
He's gonna
Check this out, globetards. Look at me in America. Now, if I was recording with a guy in Australia,
Damn.
Oh, dude.
It's common sense.
Yeah,
And I
that's
heard
so
Andrew
fucking-
Tate also said that the Earth was flat. So
yep. All right,
He
I gotta
didn't-
go soon.
He didn't say the Earth
For
was
your information.
flat. He said the only
All right.
reason why he knows the Earth is round is because he's been to space and he's seen it. Okay, that's what he said. I don't know if you've seen that clip.
Astral projection.
I don't know if you've seen
Well-
that clip, but because he was saying that the reason why he knows women are bad drivers is because he's seen women drive poorly. So he's saying,
anecdotes.
so anything that I've seen, that's the only reason why I believe it. If I haven't seen it, I don't
Seeing is
believe it.
believing.
So then I think it was Hassan that asked him, like, so do you think the Earth is flat? He's like, no. He's like, how do you know? Have you seen it? He's like, yeah, I've been to space and I've seen it and it's round. That was like his cover up.
I mean, it's like I huffed Jenkum once, and I think I've seen the entire solar system. So
I
guess
huffed
fuck.
Jankum and it gaped my asshole on Twitch.
Yeah, like
It was an out of
shit.
body experience. I discovered a lot of things about myself.
Well, audience, we've talked a lot about YouTube systems, Twitch systems, and gaped buttholes. So if we're getting age restricted, I'm not going to be too surprised this episode.
Whoops.
But I think it's worth it to have podcasts like this, especially with like guests as awesome as Tevin. Tevin, obviously, you've got a channel, you've got Twitch channels, you've got OnlyFans. Feel free to plug it right here. Come on.
all right. Well, if you want to see me and Muda get drunk on Rick and Morty, you can go to my YouTube channel at YourBudTevin. If you want to see me stream myself getting drunk and playing Pokemon, you can go to twitch.tv/YourBudTevin as long as well, never mind. I had a joke there, but I'll
As
let
long
it
as
go.
he lasts on Twitch. And,
Yeah,
until,
but if you want to see my gaping
Yeah.
asshole, you can go to onlyfans.com/YourBudTevin. As long as you're paying a
Do you actually
$30
have an
premium.
OnlyFans? Or
Oh, no,
do you
no,
ever
no,
actually
no,
have
no,
no.
not at all. We'll let them think
You should,
that,
though.
Not yet.
You should, though.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'll release the tapes.
We just got Sneakoed.
Yeah.
We got
We
Sneak.
did.
I actually fucked Sneako on the OnlyFans.
True.
Yeah.
Okay,
Is that real? Is that
I
real?
pay money for that. Hold
Yeah,
on,
there
I'm
you
going
go.
for
That
that.
is real.
And anything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
And as you all know, audience, you can't lie on the internet, so definitely check out that OnlyFans. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. We are out.